Back, phone died, and we are up to our final four. Forgot to erase the Rocket League shit. Alright, we're back, and my number 4 spot, we have Grand Theft Auto 5, also known as GTA. Now, GTA is a little bit of a weird one. It's not that weird to rank. Fun. Pretty much the only reason you get on the game is for something funny to happen, to mess around. You know, my sand squanch, to try to... something funny to happen, and then you have heists, just in turn are fun setup. The whole thing, I think, the game is supposed to be, especially with the jobs, is funny. When we play, at least. So, I'm going to give the fun factor... I was going to do 7. I'm going to do 6, because there is a lot of time where we get on and nothing just doesn't roll. We don't got much to do. Competitiveness, it's fucking GTA. I 0, maybe 0.5. There's just... It's GTA. I don't know what you're getting up to comp-wise on GTA, unless you're fucking KD Warrior. Prime... I have to give this game a 10 in the Prime category. It's just... It lasted so long. It lasted so long for everyone. Everyone's been playing this game since they were a kid. Obviously taking forever to release fucking GTA 6. But it's lasted so long and it has been consistent. There's times where we played it every day for a week, and then we kind of lead off it, don't play it for a little bit. But we have been playing it relatively consistently for literally ever, pretty much. So we were all kids. Now we're all old. Last, iconic. It is an iconic game. So many fucking funny things have happened. Sand Squanch clips are iconic. My personal favorite iconic clips is Dima trying to get a job, but he can't because he can't hold down a job and he can't get his kids back. I don't know how he couldn't hold down a job. That was his own problem. It's a terrible situation, him and his kids on GTA. For iconic, I'm going to give it an 8. There's so many iconic things on the game. Along with the Laugher, my Joker character, and just other shit. It's funny. Jamie's has so many iconic vehicles. The Blimp, Sean's Vigilante, my Sand Squanch. B-Mac is a fucking hat of tricks. He has a million cars. So for the number 4 spot, that is going to go to GTA. Now, on to our final 3. Final 3 left. Also, fuck you, John. Anyway, at the number 3 spot, I have Ark. Now, this one is a little weird. Played it. I think I've said this a little weird about, or hard to rank most of these. Repeating myself. Anyway, did play this with everyone at least once or a couple times. Didn't get rolling, but already, I will say, did play it. You know, Dylan, Wild Thing on, and all those people. The game was fun, and my God, was it fucking funny. In the funny category, I would put it at like 7 or 8, but we had that short period where Mike Beast got on, and Mike Beast made it the best fucking couple of weeks. I don't remember how long it lasted. Fucking so unbelievably funny. I just have to give it a 10. Mike Beast boosted it to 10. It was just fucking hilarious. Competitiveness, 0. if you want to say, I don't know, Sean knocking someone out and force feeding them narco berries, or Seb knocking someone out and taking their blood, or just shooting each other, killing each other animals. It's not really competitive. If you want to say all that, I guess you put it at 1, but it's not a competitive game. It doesn't have a competitive nature. Prime, it had a long prime. We would get up and get on this game at 11 or 12 o'clock, and we would not get off it till 1 in the morning. We would stay on it forever. This game was so addicting. When it was in its prime, it was a prime game. I don't know if there was a game that we would play for longer each day than Ark, but then once again, it went through these phases, sort of, all of which had good lengths, and then the last one, we tried getting it going, and it just didn't work. But for Prime, I have to give it an 8. It just, 8.5. I'm giving it an 8.5. Honestly, it should be a 9. I'm going to leave it because I don't feel like erasing it. We would get on the game and play it for 12 or 13 hours straight. Iconic. I have to give it a 10. It's the fun and the iconic factor maybe could be 8 or 9, but Mike Beast, just, there's too much iconic shit. So funny with Mike Beast. Everything, the things with Mike Beast on the back of the Quetzal, or him being handcuffed and dropped to the bottom of the lake, and then other iconic moments like the underwater ocean, and just Top by Horror, or the Quetzal drowning, or anything with Wild Thing, anything. It is the iconic game. It has so many iconic moments. Dialogue Colio taking me off my bird. It is just iconic. I don't know what else I could say. It's just iconic. So that's why I have it coming in at the 3 spot. Now, for our final 2, I think everyone knows what these 2 games are. And I've done a lot of thinking about this between these 2 games. And for the number 2 spot, I'm sure for many people it would be 1, but for my number 2 spot, I have Rainbow Six Siege. This was our staple game. This was our anchor being game, if that makes the most sense. This, as a PlayStation party as a whole, this was our game. This was it. This is our game. This is what we did. Everyone ever played it. We played with other people outside of the PlayStation party many times. The stack has changed so many times. It's just a game. Let me start on this. Funny it is. I will say it's more funny than some other competitive games of things that have happened, with all the whiffs that happen, or stupid fucking shit, people not understanding what's going on, like Wild Thing throw smoke, stuff like situations like that happen. But then obviously it is, the main appeal of the game is competitive, playing as a team, going up together. That is the appeal of it. I'm gonna give it, I'm gonna give it, no, I can't. Just because there is so many times where the game isn't funny, because we're locked in, which is a good thing, which is fun, but this is funniness category. I'm gonna give it a 6, maybe a 6.5. Now, we'll just move on. I don't want to worry too much about that. Competitiveness. This was a competitive game. It's got to get a 10 in the competitiveness scale. It was competitive in every way. Us versus other people online. 1v1. We didn't do many 1v1s, but privates. We had a lot of private games going. And a lot of talk, I guess, between Dima and John. It was always funny to hear with the leaderboards and everything like that. It was the most competitive game. There's nothing more I can say about it. It was competitive. Prime. Now this game had a Prime, and then it obviously would die, and Prime again, then die, then Prime, then die, then Prime, then die. I've said this many times before when I say I think it's officially over for Siege. I've been stood corrected before. But for its all-time total as a Prime, we would play this game consistently for months. And then we would take breaks. I'm going to give it an 8.5. Because there were times where, especially me and Jamie and some other people, so I'm sure Dima and John would have played this game every day for 5 years straight. Just done with it. Some bad changes. Came back. It wasn't a clean ride all the way through, so that's why I'm giving 8.5. Iconic. I'm gonna give it a 9.5 in Iconic. I don't want to give it the 10 because in the grand scheme of how many things you've played compared to iconic moments isn't exactly the most balanced thing, but there's still so many iconic shit from this. I really could give it a 10. If you want to give it a 10, it's fine. 9.5 or 10, basically the same thing. So many iconic moments. Wild Thing Throw a Smoke. My 22 kill game. Here Comes Double Palm. There's so many, I can't really remember. It's been a minute since I remember anything from Siege, but there's so many iconic things. We got into a game with a hacker once. Endless iconic things. And that's our 6 at 2. And now for number 1. We'll be back.